Good morning, everybody. This is Floyd again, and got me something over here I ordered from Home Depot. I want to unbox it and take a look at it and see what we got going on. Got myself a pressure washer. Yep. So I'm gonna unbox this and take a look at it and see what we think. Okay. Go ahead and cut the box open. Nice piece of cardboard I can use later. Alrighty, let's see what we got in this box today. Alright, looks like we got some foam and some kind of cap. I'm not sure about that, probably goes on the wheels. And some bolts and the little nozzles that go on there, the different attachments. So we'll set this aside. So I got the installer. That's either, that would be a fuel tank. That must be the, ain't sure, I guess that might be where the soap goes in. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so that goes underneath. Okay. There's some wheels. Okay. Let me cut this off a second and I'll come back when I get it out of the box. Okay, looks like it comes with your hose. It hooks to the nozzle. We got your instruction book. This is all what comes in the box here. That's a reservoir, I think, for the soap. And that's, like I said earlier, it's got all your fittings and everything. And if you go over here, it comes with 5W30 synthetic oil. It's in the box. And that's the one that I'll have to put on there. And that's the handle that connects to. That's in the box. And let's see, there's the handle back here. Comes with the two wheels, and I believe these are the feet for it. And then we'll move over here to the motor. So, the motor looks like. And so obviously that's the gas tank. So it is on there. So I'm gonna put this thing together and let's see what it does, or see how it looks. So be right back with you. Okay, it comes with two owner's manuals. You have one for the engine, which I like. It's in 3 different languages. The one I need is the one at the top. And you got the one for the whole unit as a whole. And that's gonna be pretty good, I think. And that way it ain't, got too much in one thing and one reading, and make it a little easier on people, I think. So good idea. So let me get to looking at this owner's manual over here for the engine and see what I need to do, and we'll go from there. Manual is either for a GC 160 or a GC 190, and I've got the 190. And so all you gotta do is got an on-off switch. You just turn it on, crank it, and it does its own thing, and whenever you're ready to shut it down, you just turn it off. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and there's your oil fill and the oil that they're sent with it. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that up to where it's supposed to be, and while it's sitting here on a level, and before I put anything else on, I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil in it. Okay, sitting on the back of my truck, I really don't want to overfill it, so let's just see. Okay, it's got some on it. I think it needs a little more, but not much, just a little bit. So let's see if I can get a little bit more on there without making a big mess. I think I'm gonna have to go get me some more paper towels. I believe it can handle just a little bit more. Let me go get another paper towel. I'll be right back. A little dab more. Let's see what the old dipstick's got to say now. Okay, the instructions say that you don't screw it in all the way, you just stick it up there, and yeah, I believe it might be good now. Yeah, it's on up there. So we'll go ahead and close that off and try it. And get that screwed on there. Okay. Lock that off. Okay, we're going to check the air filter. And we're going to check it out. Okay, it's not the foam type, so we don't have to worry about putting any oil on there. Like the old-timey lawnmowers and stuff that had the foam, you always want to put a little coating of oil on it. And that way you ain't got to worry about, you know, the dirt getting up in the carburetor and stuff. But that looks good there, so on to the next step. Okay, the instructions recommend that you roll this thing without, you know, don't put the oil in it first, and then you roll it up on the side, on either this side or this side. I think it's the front. And then you mount the wheels on it. And I understand why I didn't do that. So I got this on here as a counterbalance. Help hold it in place, I hope. And we're going to see what happens. So you never want to stand the engine up on its side, because that can cause trouble. So that goes in there like so. And then you got these pins that go on here. Let's see if I can get that on there. Of course, sunglasses wants to fall off my head. Okay, there's one. Now, oop, forgot to take that off. I understand why they want you to do that, because you have to kind of maneuver this a little bit so to keep it from falling. So what I want to do now is come over here. Hang on just a second, I got a trick for that. Sometimes I get impatient, but there's always a fix. So I took two sawhorses and just straddled them underneath the bottom of it, so should be all right. As long as I don't knock it off of it, it'll be all right. Get down in here and see what I'm doing. Yeah, old as me, your knees, so this here foam will help out with that. your knees get to where they hurt so bad you can't put them down on asphalt or nothing. All right, now we'll get a leg. Okay, just put the legs on with 12mm bolts, and I gotta tighten them up to 9 foot-pounds. And I'm actually going to torque these to 8 foot-pounds. To be honest with you, it feels like it's going to crush the metal. Go ahead and tighten this one up too. There it is. There it is. All right, 8 foot-pounds. Now to the next step. Okay, the instructions on this thing says that the bolts that holds this tank in, this plastic tank, between 4.4 foot-pounds to 5.4, I think it is, or 5.5. Let's see, 5.9 foot-pounds. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if that's going to be too much pressure on this plastic or not. I've got it set almost on the 4. Let's go to 3, just to be on the safe side. Start there, work my way up. But you know, plastic is plastic. I just don't know about that. I might just stop and call that good and see what happens. Let's carry it down to 2 pounds. Man, that's almost a 0 on this thing. Yeah, I'm not feeling that, man. I just feel like it might break that plastic. So I'm gonna stop with that. That, to me, it's too much pressure on there. If I go to 4 or 5 foot-pounds, that's crazy. Okay, put the handle holder on the big handle part. So now I need to torque it down. It said between 8 and 10 pounds, and I'll go on the lighter side because this is plastic. So aim that down a little bit. Okay. Move this back up. We'll start off around 6 pounds, see how that feels. It's funny, I just don't like torquing plastic on this stuff like this, because to me it feels like it can just pull through or break, crack, or whatever. I mean, that's 6 pounds, and I swung it. It just feels like it's gonna snap. Back it off some more. Let's go to 3 pound there and see what that feels like. Look, it's still pulling. I mean, it's digging into the coating on this side, and it still hadn't broke over. And it don't take much. I mean, watch. Is that a 10 also? Well, it is a 10. Okay. And then maybe it's my torque wrench. Let me go get my other torque wrench, because this is weird. I mean, that should have clicked over then. That's metal on metal right there. It's got to be this torque wrench. I'll be back. There's my oldie but goodie right here. I've had it a long time. Let's see if it's gonna. See there? It already clicked. Just that easy. There's something wrong with that other one. So let's see. What did it say it was supposed to be? 8 to 10. So let's try that on 4 and see if it'll click over. So double check it. Yeah, it's clicking. Don't know. I'm still thinking about just calling that good and letting it go, because I tell you, that's okay. It's on 4. Let's see what it does with this tank. Probably didn't adjust my camera, but nah, I just ain't feeling it. Nope, not gonna do it. All right, so we got the handle on there. It's on there tight, so we'll see what happens. Let me adjust the camera a minute. Okay. Y'all, if I mess up on this far as where the camera's aimed, it's because I cannot see with the sun glare on the camera. So I'm hoping I've got it in the right place. Let me back out of it just a minute. There we go. Okay, these things are color coded, these nozzles. So we'll just stick them in there. That's 0, 15%, 25, 40, and that's just the old fuzz out everywhere, I guess. Now, I will recommend something that I've noticed. Let's see, that pops right out, no problem. We have a lot of dirt daubers around here, so if you're leaving this thing outside for any time, you see these? I would recommend putting either some type of plug in there or tape over them when you're not using them. And even these small holes here, because I mean, they're tiny. Some of the dirt daubers around here are real little, and they can fill these holes up. So I'd recommend either putting something over it, taping it up, or plugging it. So that's just a little tip on that. Okay, now we're gonna attach the wand to the handle. Pull this cap off. All right, it says don't over tighten, so that should be it. Let's see how that does. All right, both ends looks the same on the hose. So we're going to attach the handle. And it does recommend being careful not to cross thread it. So we got to make sure we don't cross thread it. Okay, like that. That feels pretty good. Okay, we're going to install the hubcaps on the wheels. I already done the other side. There's a little notch right here that lines up with this notch. So we'll put that in. There we go. Now, put some gas in it and some hook a hose pipe up to it and hook that nozzle up to it, and we'll see what we have. We'll give it a try. Okay, I got everything hooked up, getting ready to try out this pressure washer, and I just got to turn the water on, and it recommended in the instructions that you turn the water on and hold the nozzle open without cranking it first, you know, and let the water go through the system, and then once it's through the system, then we can crank it. So let me go ahead and get the water turned on, and I'll be right back. Well, it's running fine, other than I'm not able to get the soap to go up through the hose like it's supposed to, so I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna move the camera because it's close quarters, it's spattering. This is the difference right here. The camera cut itself off. I don't know if it got too hot or it's full and ain't recording or what. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it and try to show it after. Yep, I want to show the difference in well, it was before and now. This is sprayed and cleaned, and you get right here, and I ran out of gas, so I still got to go to there. So far it's running pretty good. I just don't understand why it's not bringing up the soap like it's supposed to. I thought I followed the instructions correctly, but maybe not. I'll have to go back and check it. So anyway, we'll get some gas and see if I can finish knocking this mess off from here. Well, let's see now. What we're going to do is look at the how well that pressure washer did. And it's all dried and everything. It's clean. So this is how it looks. A lot better than it did. So it did all right. I still hadn't figured out sorry about the wind, but I hadn't figured out the reason why it's not sucking up the soap. So anyway, I'll experiment with it, see how it does. I got to do some concrete repair It's cracked right here, but other than that, it's clean, so that's good.